What's up, everyone? How's it going out there? I'm Jake McDonnell, and I'm about to give you three keys to the Ravens in Sunday's 1 o'clock matchup against the Cleveland Browns. Number one is simply the impact of Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon has been in and out of the NFL really dating back to 2012, and he just came back from a 3-year hiatus and scored his first touchdown last week in almost 3 years. But despite as much experience as he has in and out of the league, he's only played the Ravens 3 times, and the last time that happened was 2013. And in the times he's faced the Ravens, he's been fairly limited. 6 catches for 98 yards, not all that impressive. And with that being said, it's also kind of an issue for the Ravens because the starting cornerbacks the last time he played the Ravens was Jimmy Smith and Ladarius Webb. Obviously, Webb's not even much of a starter anymore. Yes, Gordon could have faced Brandon Carr and Eric Weddle before, but never with the Ravens, and obviously never faced Marlon Humphrey, and has probably never faced Tony Jefferson. So there's a lot of uncertainty with what the Ravens are going to have to do with Josh Gordon. Their best bet is to just look at his film since he got activated the last 2 games and study that. Number 2 is getting the tight ends involved. Really, thinking about the Steelers, the combination of Benjamin Watson and Nick Boyle combined for 1 reception and 1 yard. That's right, just 1 yard. The tight ends were absolutely non-existent last week, as was much of the Ravens' receiving game, really relying on Alex Collins in the run a lot in that game. A big key is going to be getting the tight ends involved in this game, getting Benjamin Watson back on a roll, getting Nick Boyle some receptions, maybe Max Williams as well. He's always a little bit of a wild card. But we could go to Danny Woodhead getting more involved. We could go to Jeremy Maclin making more catches, but I think Joe Flacco is really a guy that likes to go to the middle of the field very often and to running backs and tight ends. So getting the tight ends involved is a big key for success this week. And then my last key is forcing DeShone Kizer to make mistakes late in the game. Kizer, he's made a lot of good plays, but at the same time, kind of late in games, he's kind of struggled and made some crucial errors. We saw it last week against the Packers. He has 17 interceptions this season, with 6 of them coming in the 4th quarter, and that's more out of any quarter that Kizer's played in. That's his highest total out of any quarter, his highest total being in the 4th. So if the Ravens, they've been really good with turnovers in certain games more than others, like last week against the Steelers was a bad example, and the prior 2 games are pretty good examples of that. So if they can force him into some late mistakes and take the ball away and keep him on that pace where he's just made mistakes late, that's going to be big for the Ravens. So again, the Ravens playing the Browns 1 o'clock this Sunday, week 15, trying to stay in the wild card hunt. There are my 3 keys to the Ravens this Sunday.